Before you list your East Abbotsford detached home for sale, you could be about to cost yourself $20,000 to $30,000 without even realizing it. Most East Abbotsford home sellers prepare their home the wrong way, or worse, some don't prepare their home at all. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do before you list your home. I'm Gary Dhindsa. Thank you for watching. If you find today's video helpful, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to book a meeting with my team and I, all you have to do is click the first link in the description. The first thing that you want to consider doing is decluttering. If you owned your East Abbotsford detached home for the last 25 to 30 years, there's a very good chance that you've gathered a lot of extra stuff over the years in the garage or the extra room where the kids no longer live in. And it's very important that before you sell your home that you consider either moving this stuff to the storage or selling it if it's no longer needed. Here is the honest truth. The most likely buyer for your home is a young family, and they want to see a home that shows well, they can see themselves living there, and the best way to do that is having an open living space where you don't have oversized furniture, TVs, things stored in a room where buyers can't walk in. When you move that extra stuff to a storage locker, you're one step ahead of the competition. Next, you want to make repair to the little things around your house. And here's the reason why. Right now, young families are looking for turnkey homes. When you make repairs to the little things around the house, it shows potential buyers that you've maintained the home well over the years. So here are the little things that could be fixed. Leaky faucets, changing light fixtures, replacing dead bulbs, peeling paint, and tightening loose handles. When you make repairs to the little things, these things change the perceptions buyers will have about your home. The next thing is don't over renovate. And here's the reason why. If you make major upgrades to your home like the kitchen where you spend $30,000 to $40,000 and you're thinking about selling here in the fall or next spring, you're not guaranteed to get that money back. One of the most common questions we hear from East Abbotsford homeowners is, we've owned our home for the last 25 to 30 years. Everything is original. Should we make any major upgrades to the kitchen? And our common response to their question is, if you're thinking about selling in the next 6 to 12 months, doing major upgrades makes no impact on the sale price of your home, and you're more likely to lose $30,000 to $40,000 because homeowners that do renovations in the short term are not getting the money back. A better idea is working with what you have with your current home and highlighting the key features that your home already features. The thing is, potential buyers, if they are wanting to upgrade, will want to upgrade the kitchen, the bathrooms, the bedrooms to their taste. They will want to paint the home to the colors they prefer. A better thing that you could consider doing is things that are economical, like doing a deep clean of your home. And here's the reason why. When we sit down with our home seller clients, their homework starts usually 30 to 40 days in advance. A couple of things that we're recommending to our home seller clients is the following. Make the minor repairs. The next thing is we advise them to do a deep clean of their home. When our clients are working with us, they get access to a complimentary cleaning before we list their home or at closing. And one of the reasons why some of our seller clients choose to go with the complimentary cleaning before they list is the following. Our cleaner will come in and they'll have the kitchen shining. They'll do a deep clean of the kitchen, the countertops, the appliances, the kitchen oven, the living room, bathrooms, and the bedrooms. Here's why it helps. It improves the overall presentation of the home. It looks a lot better for photos and the home video tour. And the next thing is when buyers walk in, they walk into a home that looks clean and presentable. The next thing is consider getting your home staged. We're not talking about doing an overhaul of your home, but it's doing the little things that can help with the presentation of your home. When you work with us, you also get a complimentary consultation with our home stager. They'll do a walkthrough with you of the exterior and the interior of the home, and they'll point out little things that you can do, which might be removing personal photos, adjusting furniture a certain way, organizing the kitchen countertops or cabinets. And these are things that are recommended, but you don't have to do everything on this list. But one thing that I can tell you is when we work with sellers that follow the exact list, their home not only shows well, but it sells faster and for a higher sale price than those sellers that do not stage their house. When you do all the little things that we've talked about so far, It creates a great first online impression. Here's the thing, folks. 90% of all buyers are starting their home search online. They're looking at realtor.ca, rew.ca. And the thing is, we're in a digital housing market. The first showing for your home starts online. And the thing buyers are looking at are photos, the home video tour, and the professional floor plan. If the buyers feel like this home checks everything that they're looking for, they're more likely to book an in-person showing. If you are someone that's thinking about listing your home for sale this fall, we've created a free checklist for you to follow, which provides a lot of value. If you want to access this free home sellers checklist, you can download it by clicking the second link below. The other things that we're highlighting online to get the attention of these young families and buyers are nearby schools, parks, and amenities. But the number one decision making for young families is what schools are close by. The closest elementary, middle school, high school. This goes for both public and private schools. The next thing that you can do is list your home at market value. When you list your home at market value, the pool of buyers is at 60%. Overprice your home by 10%, the pool of buyers shrinks to 30%. Right now, buyers in East Abbotsford have 6 months of inventory to choose from, and more importantly, 144 active detached homes to pick from. Number 8, do you have a plan? This is the first question we ask our home seller clients when they're thinking about downsizing. And here are the questions we want them to get very clear about. Why are you selling now? The answers for home sellers might differ family to family. For some, it might be that they're downsizing to relocate to the interior to be closer to their family and grandchildren. For others, they could be moving out of province. Or for other homeowners, they want to downsize so they can focus on the next chapter of their lives. Once our sellers have a clear idea about why they're selling and where they're moving to, if they're staying local or moving to another part of the province or country, we ask them the following question. Do you know what kind of property you might be downsizing to? Are you downsizing to a condo or a townhome? And if you are downsizing to a condo or a townhome, have you seen some of these floor plans in person so you kind of get an idea about how strata living actually works? And here's the reason why we do this, folks. A lot of sellers, when they haven't bought or sold a home in the last 25 to 30 years, they have no idea about how strata living works or some things that might be allowed or not allowed. So one of the things that we do is if they're staying local, we'll show them condos or potential townhomes before they list, and we'll make it clear these are the things that are allowed in strata living and these things are not allowed. We recently created a video about why you shouldn't be buying a 55 plus condo or townhome, and you can check it above. The next step is you want to know how much money you'll be netting from the sale of your home, and the way you do that is through getting a free home evaluation. Once you have a clear idea about the market conditions and more importantly how much you will net from the sale of your home, you can make an informed decision about if this is the right time to sell for you. The last thing a lot of sellers might overlook is if you have a small mortgage on your home, you want to know ahead of time, do you have the ability to port your current mortgage to your next property? Or if you are selling, do you know how much of a penalty you might be on the hook for? Here are a couple of bonus tips. Create a showing plan before you list your home. And what I mean by a showing plan is outline all the times when you're available for your home to be seen during the weekdays and weekends. Majority of home showings happen towards the end of the weekend. This might happen on Friday, and more buyers are more likely to come on the weekends just because no one's taking days off during the week to come look at homes, unless it's in the evening. Other things are, if you have pets at home, have a plan ahead of time that, hey, if you have a dog or a cat, what are you going to be doing? Is the cat going to be staying home during the showing, or are you going to be taking your dog with you? Another thing that we tell our seller clients always, our goal is to provide enough notice of a couple of hours for showings, but sometimes you do get these last minute showings, which might be annoying at the time of the showing request, but these last minute showing requests might turn into potential buyers that are interested in making an offer for your home. The other thing is know the best times to sell your home. In BC and here in East Abbotsford, the two best times to be selling your home are the fall and the spring. One of the worst times to be selling a house is during the summer market, and here's the reason why. A lot of buyers are enjoying their summer holidays. Also, a lot of listing agents are away, so a better time to list your home is the spring and the fall. If you've owned your home for the last 25 to 30 years, one of the most common questions on your mind is, how is the East Abbotsford detached market doing right now? That's why you need to watch my next video, because I walk you through the East Abbotsford detached market and we compare it to the general Abbotsford detached market. Drop a comment and let me know what you think is important when sellers are getting their home ready for the market. I'm Gary Dhindsa, and I'll see you next week.